So the main difference between a trader and an investor is that investors are typically just trying to get exposure over time, and they're not so worried about the day-to-day fluctuations of the price. However, if there is a time where the market just keeps going down, they could have their position underwater for a while. Now, traders do the exact opposite. They do not accept the market to go against them very far because they actually want to limit their losses. So actually trading is where you're actually more loss adverse than investing. So what traders are going to do is try to find specific areas on the market where it would make sense to get out of the market and not let that market go against them very much. So for example, if a trader found a trend line, they would be comfortable trying to find positions close to that trend line and trying to get exposure to the upside. Because if they knew that the trend line was broken, for example, to the downside, then they would say the trend is no longer intact, and then they could potentially save themselves from the trend reversing. So for example, if we look a little bit further here where this trend line did break, you can see right here, the trend line did break. A trader in that example would most likely get out of their position and actually save themselves from a larger move to the downside. So hopefully that's helpful in explaining a little bit of the difference in the mindsets between traders and investors. And if you want deeper breakdowns, go ahead and check out my bio. My link to my free community is right there. See you soon.